Righto guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm back in the shed working on the XC. Actually the weather's cooled down a fair bit, so I've been just started grinding away. Oh, light's gone out. Grinding away, getting all that back to bare metal. Still got a lot of pitting. I might hit that with the sandblaster this weekend. Very slow process, but I'm getting there. Got nothing better to do with my time. What else we got? Oh, thanks to everyone that's commented, all that sort of stuff. One other guy commented that he's actually sent his Allan Moffat special off for paint this week, so that's pretty cool. I'm reaching the right audience, I guess. What else? Yeah, just been grinding today, and I've been working on the suspension in the car, so I'll roll the footage of that now. But someone has suggested to me that I do a bit of a Q&A, so if I get enough questions in the comments, guys, I'll do a bit of a Q&A on the car, or the rest of the channel, or I don't know, whatever you want to know. Hit me up. I'll roll the video and then I'll see you at the end. Thanks guys. Right, so I need a little bit more loving from one of these bad boys, but it's come apart now. Or maybe a little bit more work on this one. We'll knock that one out in a second. Also had to use a bigger version of this. We're knocking the bushes out. I'll put up the footage of that now as well, but that was a nightmare. This one wasn't big enough. I actually had to go borrow a bigger one. Alright, took a little bit of finessing, so bit of a center punch, chisel, this little cheap ass air hammer and a fucking good gimpy, and you can get them out. So the original ones are riveted in like that, And so these must, I mean, I dare say these are probably the original off the car. And then you got the ones that are going back in. I haven't see it in the pack there, but these ones actually you got bolts. Bolts to go with it too. Yeah. So the replaceable ones just bolt back in, which is a lot easier to change out. But out of the whole car, there was only one, I think it was on the upper control arm. That was one of the ones I pulled out. So somebody's drilled them out once before, just fixed one of them. But there's no point keeping one, so all new ball joints going in. Pretty good. Give it a little bit of a nick there, but that's all right. I'm not too fussed about that. If anything, I can put a dabble weld on, but I'm not too fussed. I'll give that a bit of a buff with a wheel. These will go in for sandblasting. So sandblasted these earlier in the week. These are the caster rods. These have all been blasted. Just started putting the bushings in. You got to put the I just don't even know what these are called, but these actually have to go in like that before you push the other bush in. So I'll get back to that, put the other bushing in there. What else? Springs have turned up. So these are about, I think when I ordered them they were super lows from memory. So they're about 30 to 40 mil. They look lower, but also you've got spring rates and stuff like that. But these are the ones that came out of it, I assume were factory. I can't see any numbers on them, they're sort of that deteriorated and whatnot. But fresh set of King springs, fresh set of Munro shocks to go in with them. What else have we got going on at the moment? So I haven't loaded them up. So these are the bushes for the struts, or whatever you call them, caster arm struts. Actually, I have no idea. It says strut bar. There you go, strut bar. So these are the bushes that go on the end here. I'm just waiting for the washers and the nuts to come back from getting zinc coated. Saddles. Funnily enough, they don't actually come with nuts, so that's odd. But luckily, I kept the old ones. I assume it's the same. Time will find out. Nuts aren't expensive. One thing to remember when you are putting bushes in, putting bushes out, brace it. So I've just put a bit of angle iron across like that. Otherwise you will fold these points in. They're just, I mean, they're not real thick. So the last thing you need to do is throw that out of whack and have to go buy yourself a new one. So that was just a bit of angle iron cut to fit. What else? I've got to build some new, so I've got to build the tie rods. I've got all those parts there. I'll put those together. What's this? So I got one. Ball joints up underneath. These actually did come with nuts and bolts. No zerk on these ones. So no grease in. They already come pre-loaded, I guess. Well, I hope. Like that. I'm going to go put the other bush in. The inner little parts here. Grease all that up, and I'll get back to you in a sec. Righto, so the bushes are all pressed in. Got the hardware in. I'm just going to give them a quick coat of paint just for scratched them up sort of while I was mucking around, but pretty stoked how that's all come together. I had to get a hand from one of my mates actually. His press is a lot better, thanks for that mate, he knows who he is. These all work together, pretty simple. I'll tighten them up once they're in the car. Gave these a bit of a sandblast. They come up pretty good, not too much pitting. A few heavy coats of paint on them, I'm going pretty happy with them. These were a nightmare. I couldn't actually use the hammer gun to pop these out. I had to press these out. Again, old mate, give me a hand. These were just corroded and stuck in. So, got them out. Give these a paint now. I'll press another bush in when I get a chance. And after these are painted anyway, I'll just set these up with the ball joints. So, pretty close to this being buttoned up. Got the camber adjuster bolt there. The bush is ready to go in. What else have I got? I've got to do the sway bar as well. Sway bar will be up next, but I've got everything. So I'm just going to give these a paint and I'll get back to you. Alright, don't worry, I got the right amount of ugga-duggers on these. I checked the specs. Now, I'm pretty stoked with how these have turned out because I was actually worried I was going to have to replace them. I mean, they've got my greasy handprints all over the paint now, but you can still see the pitting. But I was actually, before I blasted them, they actually looked like they were a throwaway job. But overall, I'm pretty happy there. And obviously saving money means it's more money I can put into other stuff too, so same with this one. This is all good. Righto, so I'm about to duck off, go and finish my beer. It's 38 degrees outside, so it's probably 45 in the shed. I'll see you in a little bit with the next part. Thanks guys. Alright, new hardware installed, ball joints all locked up, spring saddles. I saw some came with rubber, these don't. I can't find a rubber kit. And the one that was on it from factory actually didn't have any rubber, so I'm not too fussed about that. I think I've mentioned before, I'm waiting on the bolts for that, but everything else is ready to go. These are all done, paint's dried, and just got to fit these bushes in. Before I do that, I think I'll just give this a bit of a sand, just a bit of overspray from the paint. But yeah, punch these in, and that'll be the end of that for now, I think. Alright, had my beer, bushes are in, here's the adjusted bolts. I'll just put them in there so I remember where they are for now. Alright, so I've just bought this stuff as well to whack on the inside, this sound deadener. I bought 3 boxes, 1.8 square meters, this butyle stuff. Man, this stuff weighs a ton too, so normally when you're building a cage, try to take weight out of it. But anyway, this will be a bit of a sound deadener throughout the car. If you haven't seen it before, comes with a little roller. I got this one in black, I've seen it in silver, and basically that'll line the whole floor under my carpet, and that'll get rid of a lot of the noise, any tinny noise, because on the floor, actually I'll show you now. It's a bit dark in here, but I just thought it very hollow. You can sort of get a bit of jerry can sort of noise through it. So right, so a quick layout, very quick layout. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and I've worked it out. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 5 is 25, so about 25 sheets to loosely cover it all. And each box has 12, 3 12s, 36. So I've got 36 sheets. I've got 36 sheets. I'd say that's more than enough to cover the floor. And I'm going to do all the wheel arches and all that, and I'll go as high as I can up the firewall, so plenty there. That stuff there would take out a massive chunk of any noise sort of coming up, any exhaust, any drone. Not that I'm planning on having any drone, but... And also it takes out a little bit of heat. One thing I remember from running Cleveland's before, they run the exhaust real close to the firewall. You can always feel it on your feet getting warm, so I'm going to lay that down. Might lay that to the next episode actually. I'll lay that down, and I'm going to run all my cables because the battery's going in the boot. So I'll run all my cables and stuff like that, and then I'll put the new carpet in. Between now and then, I'm just going to keep grinding in that engine bay. So, like I said at the start, guys, Q&A, if anybody's interested in anything, I'm open. If you want to know anything about the car or the rest of the channel, or the four-wheel drive stuff, or the camping stuff, or what undies I wear, hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.